Welcome to Brilliantly British. My name is Lawrence and today I'm going to show you how to make potted cheese and potted shrimp. So as I show you how, please sit back, relax with a cup of tea in hand, putting those feet up too, and enjoy this episode. And don't forget to subscribe. Potted shrimp is a delicious Lancashire dish traditionally made with a local variety of spiced brown shrimp preserved in butter. And they were a beloved dish of the famous English author Ian Fleming, who we can all thank for the James Bond novels. And in today's episode, we'll be sharing our recipe, plus the added bonus of a recipe for a rich potted cheese before crowning everything off with a session of tasting at the end. So now, with the introductions made and your interest peaking, please allow me to introduce the ingredients to you. For today's Brilliantly British potted shrimp and potted cheese, you will need some strong English mustard, some powdered mace, some cayenne pepper, some fresh parsley, some sherry, some good quality butter, ideally Brilliantly British butter. Follow the link up there to learn how to make it yourselves. You will also be needing some very small shrimp, some good quality cheese. You can go for any hard cheese like Cheddar or a red Leicester, and you will need a lemon, followed by, of course, the addition of salt and pepper to taste to avoid the occurrence of bland food. And that is all you will need for today's Brilliantly British potted shrimp and potted cheese. But please, before you get started, before you do anything at all, switch on your kettle, brew yourself a nice cup of hot tea so that you can sip on that whilst you cook. To begin preparing your potted shrimp, slowly melt butter with lemon zest, mace and cayenne pepper over a low heat, using the interim period to mince your shrimp finely before turning into your pan to mix with your fragrant molten butter with your source of heat now switched off. Once well mixed, proceed by equally portioning the shrimp and spiced butter before setting to one side for just a moment. With butter being the other significant ingredient, follow on by melting yet more butter in a pan over a low heat, using the time whilst you wait to enjoy a cup of tea and some Brilliantly British content, making sure, of course, to like and subscribe. Thank you. Once molten, with the heat now switched off, begin to skim the butter with a spoon to remove the cloudy butter solids. Then, with the clarification process taken care of, stir in freshly chopped parsley before spooning on to your shrimp, being careful not to disturb the layers below as the clarified parsley butter is spooned on. And then, with the prawns swimming under a layer of clarified butter, set them in your fridge for at least a 3-hour or better still overnight period before serving. For the potted cheese, in a blender or food processor, turn in your diced cheese with a pinch of mace, a considerable knob of butter, pepper, salt and parsley before beginning to cream the ingredients together. Following a few seconds of blending, begin to add small splashes of sherry wine to lubricate and aromatize the mixture until smooth and to your liking. With the cream cheese blend made, waste no time portioning, and unlike me, try not to break anything and reportion to then realize that the glass of choice was too small for your fridge. But anyway, with the portioning taken care of, set your potted cheese in the fridge for just a moment while repeating the same butter clarification steps carried out for the potted shrimp, by namely melting, skimming, and this time around flavoring with mustard before blanketing completely and setting in your fridge once more, this time around for at least 2 hours or better still for an overnight period before serving. So now, with a portion of potted shrimp and potted cheese made, I think it's time for tasting tasting. Are you ready? Are you steady? 3, 2, 1. Okay, the first thing that hits you is the quality of the cheese. It's in the name, after all. And apart from the butter, it is the other main ingredient, and you taste it straight away. It's lovely, strong and punchy, and has been actually enhanced by the sherry, which makes the whole thing very, very aromatic indeed. You've got the subtle taste of parsley coming through, the mace, the mustard. It's smooth as butter. There is a lot of butter in it. After all, it's fantastic. And just out of curiosity, let's try it with one of our brilliantly British tomato chutneys. Yes, very good. Very, very good indeed. Classic combination, cheese, tomato, you can't go wrong. Now, for the potted shrimp. 3, 2, 1. And as you saw, my dear viewers, just like that, a slice of bread disappeared. I think this is fantastic, and I'll explain. It is very strong in that typical fishy kind of sense, and if you're one that appreciates it, like I do, this will be a treat indeed, especially because 50% of this is butter, one of the best ingredients to cook with, period. It's lovely and spicy as well. You've got a slight kick coming from the cayenne, you've got the warmth coming from the mace, you've got the parsley in there, which of course hasn't been lost and helps and adds to the lovely flavor of the shrimp. Typically, this would be made with brown shrimp, which have a very, very distinct flavor. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get some, but this does the trick. With all of that being said, go out, please, get the ingredients for either potted cheese, potted shrimp, or both of these things, and make these treats, please. Thank you all for allowing me to show you how to make potted cheese and potted shrimp. Knowing that you loved this episode, don't forget to click on the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button so that you don't miss any of our new releases. Tell everyone you know, and I mean everyone that you know, about the brilliantly British food on this channel, and follow us on all of the social media platforms that this channel is on, and I will see you